Alright, here's time another update. Steady. Okay. And welcome to update number 50. Good day. Now, where we stand right now, we've got, picked out a few more places out in Florida that look nice and should be within our price range, although the way things work out, we might still have some problems until I actually get a salary coming in, which actually might not be too far in the offing because our friend / kid sister back in Virginia is on the verge of getting a business started, which will have me listed as employee and be able to state, yes, this will be my salary, and that will edge a little closer into actually being able to getting confirmed for the VA loan. Because one of the things they're looking at is how much, not just if you can make the payments, but also how much you got left afterwards. And while the current one that's the most progress on as far as talking to a realtor stuff, yeah, we could make the payments, but we wouldn't have much left over afterwards. So that may be a bit, so it might still be a little bit longer on that one, but at least there is now a plan and a light at the end of the tunnel that isn't necessarily an oncoming train. So, and as we stated in a few other threads elsewhere, and the last one and a couple others elsewhere, we have signed up for CBS All Access. Not because of Discovery, but in spite of it. Because there's a lot of stuff on there we do watch. However, as you can tell by the gray hair, we are not CBS's target demographic for this thing. They want young, hip millennials, and we still have clear memories of watching All in the Family first run on CBS. So. And if you're into old shows, there is a lot of stuff on CBS All Access. Not necessarily all with CBS either, because with the Paramount thing, they got access to a whole lot of stuff. Like, yeah, they got the newer Odd Couple. They also have the old Odd Couple with Jack Klugman and Tony Randall. They have the old SWAT, I think. Maybe. We haven't looked that far. But they got a lot of... Yeah, I got Cheers. Because, if it was made by Paramount, they've got it. So I think I can find the Brady Bunch on there. But yeah, as far as... I'm more likely to try and dig up Mary Tyler Moore Show, the episode Chuckles Bites the Dust, then I am inclined to look at Discovery any more than I have to. So, and again, where we're sitting right now, it doesn't make any difference. It's not that $10 a month is not going to make our world change any different than it already is. And again, it helps a lot when I have all of the Star Trek series available to me for rent. If I got to look something up or get a visual lookup, then I can just go online, get it, and boom. So work on the concordance.
Not to mention being able to keep in touch
and also
with
keeping up with stuff like Big Bang Theory and their soap operas and other things on there, the talk, whatever. So because one of the things, besides the fact it's surprisingly expensive being in Elvis, is also how out of touch you get when you don't have a TV to rely to on it, and YouTube only goes so far.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm probably more, as far as TV production in Great Britain than I am with local stuff here, because I've never watched local news and God knows where this is the last time I was in a hotel and didn't pay much attention then.
And at least CBS All Access has 60 Minutes.
CBS All Access. Well, I think they also get local stuff.
Yeah.
Because Channel 4 in Denver is a CBS owned operated station, so I think we probably get access to that too.
Either way.
But anyway, it helps. Okay, and you can't live like a freaking monk in this situation. You got to live a little. You got to have something that keeps you going. Otherwise, it really gets depressing after a while. That's the big killer right there. You start wallowing in this stuff too much, and it really does kill you. So look at it this way. It's it's a cheaper alternative than getting drunk and stoned all the damn time. Okay, so think of it that way. All right, and. And Steph just found something in one of the tabloids about Shatner.
Yeah. And it's so ludicrous, it's funny.
Well, yeah, but it's Shatner, so it just might be true, too. But one thing we're doing, hopefully increase your sales to McDonald's so they don't, less inclined to shove us out the door any sooner than they have to, is, one, we're picking up all the trays when they put them at the time. You take them up to the counter so they don't have to. And also, hopefully, offer a little constructive criticism to the owners about how they might be able to improve their drive-thru situation. Because this place gets slammed a lot, and they have a tendency to just park them. As I'm thinking, your order's already, can you park over there for a while? And there are ways to combat that they're not doing. So I'm hopefully conveying some years of experience in how to handle these sort of things, because I may not be able to function inside a modern McDonald's kitchen, but I can still work drive-thru. And a lot of what they're doing is like, there are ways, there are ways to to help the back team a little bit, by not blazing through the orders. Because the cashier. That's you never worked at McDonald's, you never worked at fast food. This might be a bit of a shocker to you, or something you suspect. But when you're up there and you make your order, the way it's supposed to go is they're supposed to read that order back to you. You make sure they got it right. But also to buy the people behind them time to put the order together. It's more than just a quality control to make sure they're doing it right. It's also buying time for the people so that when you get up there, you're not waiting on the food. The food's waiting on you. That's the objective right there. Ideally, you should be, after you pay your money to the first window, they should be hanging the bag out the window for you to pull up to. And this one, they're a little too much emphasis sometimes on get the fast. Well, the fast is at the back end. You're at the front end, taking the money, take your damn time, buy your people some time, for God's sakes. And that's something we're trying to pass on there. And also in such a way, we're not knocking anybody, but this is, use us as a resource. Not just see us as a unpleasant thing to get rid of. We have experience in this. We can help you. We can help your business. Listen to us. You might be inclined to put us on the payroll. Give a job as a crew trainer or something. Put us in the hotel for a while. Okay, here's what you do, kids. At the very, I figure at least, thanks for the advice, and they might say something to the manager. But anything beyond that would be gravy. But we're still managing somehow, I think. I'm not sure we're managing, but the weather's getting nice. It's a little cold at night, that's why the big coat. But in the daytime, we're trying to leave the coats back in the van so we don't look homeless. That, I think, is a big penalty right there. Because if it's 70 degrees out and you're still wearing a big heavy coat, that's a big clue right there. And I think that's a turnoff. So I'm trying to get a thing going where just leave the uniform in the car type thing. It's and hopefully spreading the money out a little more too. Speaking of which, PayPal, Patreon down below. I'm gonna, Steph's bank card is registered on. I'm gonna do the same thing with my bank card. So it's another alternative. Just put the money straight into my account that way. Mm-hmm. And also, hopefully, we need to check back with what this is. But she was gonna do a Kickstarter or some kind of fun way to see what's going on with that.
Yeah.
Because that was one of the ideas there, but also hopefully, Monday, talk to the bank again, see you can go there. But also, because if anybody out there has been having big delays in your income tax check, the IRS has been doing some really strange things. But they say that they put aside certain checks for extra evaluation. I think what they're doing is they're screwing up, and this is the way they say, "Oh, we're just even." No, you messed up, and you're not going to admit it. Because there's nothing wrong with her return. She made a couple of files in there, but nothing warranting a 3-month delay on her return. And in the meantime, waiting for that money because she's currently out of work has put her on the verge of financial ruin. Idiots in the IRS don't realize when they pull these little shenanigans, you are hurting real people. And real lives are being affected here. And that's why you're seeing a growing movement for something called the fair tax. In short, it's a national sales tax to get rid of the income tax. So the IRS, if it exists at all, is a shell of its former self. Because frankly, the IRS, it's legalized mobsters.
I call it the infernal rip-off service.
Instead of gangsters trying to break your legs, it's the IRS coming in. The authority they have is absolutely ungodly. They should have anywhere close to what they got. And just under the last administration was something they're actually stuff that Nixon only dreamed he could do. Obama actually did. Nixon only threatened to stick the IRS with people in audit, and Obama actually did. That's when we're talking about grid, because Chicago politics writ large on the national scene. That's what we had the past 8 years. But that's I'm not going. I'm not going. But no, even he didn't. He was not on that level. No, different thing. Different thing. Anyway, we're not going down that road. I want to keep this channel as politics free as possible here, so that's as close as we're going to get on that. I might go into that stuff on the other channel one day, but for right now, no. That's the random going on that. But anyway, that's where we stand, folks. PayPal, Patreon down below, and hopefully we'll get something going here.
I hope so too, because
I know it's getting old. It's getting old real quick for all concerned.
I mean, the franchise owner is nice enough about it.
Yeah, he's being nice enough about it, but I get the feeling there's also a point of, just please go away. And that's something I've been trying to point out. We would if we could. That's the point. Okay. And I haven't come out and said, that look, if you'd fix our van, we'd be gone. But now it's getting close to that. Again, hopefully it's just we have till the 15th to come up with a plan. Hopefully. And I just did an update with him. I left a message for him and so on, along with the advice for the drive-through people. Saying, look, here's where we're at. We're working on it. It might be a little bit past that, but we're working on it. Okay, so go easy on us. And besides, legally, I think all he can really do is just say we can't go to the store anymore. We can't have a store because it's not on his property. We're at Kmart's property, and Kmart doesn't mind us.
And quite frankly, I'm getting sick of McDonald's food because...
Yeah, we need a break from McDonald's anyway. There's only so many nuggets you can have after a while. It's okay. All right.
I mean, the only reason I'm going over there now is because they have the Szechuan sauce.
Yes, Rick and Morty fans, the Szechuan is back at McDonald's, folks. So, but only if you order nuggets. You can't just go and get Szechuan. Okay? So cool your jets. All right, that'll do it. Catch you later.